One thing I love about the stories you hear each week on the show is that every brand starts with a story. Behind every product is the founder who took a chance on an idea, overcame challenges, and worked hard to bring it to life. Walmart is making it easier for customers to discover products from small brands and support the people behind them. With thousands of small brands available through Walmart, customers can discover innovative products while learning about the entrepreneurs and stories that brought them to life. By helping connect these brands with communities across the country, Walmart is creating more opportunities for founders to grow and share what makes their products unique. Visit walmart.com to learn more.
Insurance isn't one size fits all. That's why drivers have enjoyed Progressive's Name Your Price tool for years now. With the Name Your Price tool, you tell them what you want to pay, and they'll show you options that fit your budget. So whether you're picking out your first policy or just looking for something that works better for you and your family, they make it easy to see your options. Visit Progressive.com. Find a rate that works for you with the Name Your Price tool. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law.
Shout out to Astapro for sponsoring this episode and providing us with free samples. Speaking of free samples, I am honestly so grateful because, as you know, this is allergy season in Texas. I think Texas is one of the worst places to live if you have allergies. I have this tree in my backyard. It is the cottonwood tree. I'm highly allergic to cottonwood, not only myself, but also Travis is, and I believe our children are. And Astapro has come in handy. It's a nasal spray, and it has made such a difference in my seasonal allergies. I feel like I can breathe, and it really helped relieve my symptoms quickly. Astapro is the first of its kind nasal allergy spray. It is the fastest 24-hour over-the-counter allergy spray. It starts working within 30 minutes, while other allergy sprays take an hour. And if you've had allergies, you know that every minute counts. Astapro delivers full prescription strength indoor and outdoor allergy relief from nasal congestion, runny and itchy nose, and sneezing. Get fast-acting nasal allergy symptom relief with Astapro. Go to astaproallergy.com for a discount so you can Astapro and go today. ASTEPRO allergy.com. Astapro and go. Use as directed for relief of nasal congestion, runny nose, sneezing, and itchy nose due to allergies.
Yay Networks.
Hi, it's Stephanie.
I'm Brandi.
And this is your weekly dose of BS. Yay! Okay, I have to tell you guys about this new show on Hulu that I literally binge watched the other day because I was waiting for a FedEx package and I was like, and we have no doorbells, so I have to sit right there.
So
and it's called, right? I need to buy one. And it's called God Forbid. And it is this insane documentary about Jerry Falwell and this whole like sexcapade that happened between him, his wife, and this young pool boy. It is fascinating.
Brandi, have you seen it?
No.
Okay, well, let's play the trailer.
As a pool attendant, I would get hit on, but if I would have known that accepting this woman's invitation to go back to her hotel room would have led to a scandal involving the president of the largest Christian university in the world and the president of the United States, I would have walked away and just enjoyed my private life.
The Falwells are the Southern Gatsbys. They're wealthy, powerful,
with the Christians communications empire,
and they're sloppy.
They have a public image, but behind the scenes, they're freaks. At the time, I didn't really know who they were.
my brother was at the age of one of their sons. He started being friendly with the kids.
They had no idea that their dad liked to record his wife having sex with me.
His wife was at the pool and this young guy was here, and the young guy is like talking, the one that's kind of blowing the lid off everything. And she propositions him to sleep with her and then says, oh, there's, something else my husband likes to watch. So this guy decides to go for it. They have this huge affair, but she says that like the first time, like her and this kid or this boy are like in the bed, like doing everything but going all the way. And the husband, who's this like very famous preacher, is in the corner pleasuring himself during it. It's so weird, so bizarre. But it's like it's already super
it was so
horrific.
Strange. So this guy's 20 years old. He's working at Fontainebleau in Miami, and this lady propositions him. And he's 20 years old. He's like, okay, sure. And then it turns into like a relationship thing. Basically,
where she falls in love with him.
They own Liberty College, which is a huge Christian college. And he pointed out in this documentary that like you get fined $300 if at this school you're caught drinking. And here they are. They go to these other cities and have this totally different life. And they're like traveling to like meet him, and the husband almost like takes him in like he's his son and like helps him in business and gets him in with like Donald Trump and buys property and gives him equity and all this stuff. And then things start getting a little messy when one of their commercial real estate brokers gets information that there is this affair going on. And this is right as the Trump campaign's starting. Jerry Falwell Jr. Backs Trump publicly. And this guy's like, well, unless you give me XYZ, I'm going to expose you. And the Falwells handle this whole scandal for him, but not without strings attached. It's very, I don't even know how to explain it. It's the strangest thing. I can just tell you, watching this, I was like, I would be in jail for murder if I was in the corner watching my significant other with someone else.
Me too.
I would absolutely not.
Like, can you imagine?
No,
like,
I cannot imagine.
Like,
No,
so
I couldn't
weird.
imagine.
Yes, it's so weird to even.
I won't even watch
that
movie. No, thank you.
No, it was so crazy, but it's a true story. It was fascinating in probably the worst ways, but I mean, I kind of felt bad. Well, there was part of me that was like, okay, kid, you knew what you were getting into, but at the end, like they kind of used that relationship against him. They were so powerful and they kind of manipulated him to stay even when he wanted to leave and have his own like normal, his own age relationships. They would not let him go. And then at the end, this all came down and that Jerry Falwell guy tried to put it all on his wife.
Yeah.
And like saying that she was this bad person and it was her sin and not his. And then the kid that they were sleeping with kind of had enough evidence to show that Jerry was completely involved and knew what was happening. It was absolutely crazy. But if you have nothing to do with your time, I would say that it's a great show to watch.
It was
if you like that stuff. I mean, I love like any documentaries that are weird. I mean, I like that stuff. I think it's very fascinating. I think the human behavior, like life isn't all roses and cotton candy. I mean, I just think you can, I don't know. I think you can learn a lot about people and life. And also I think I'm a Christian. I love the Lord, but I also do realize that there are a lot of hypocrites out there as well. Everyone who says that they are, this holier than thou, like amazing person may not be. And a lot of things bad can happen at church. And I mean, I will say I am from a really small town. And in the small town, when I was very, very young, I had a preschool teacher. And her husband was the youth minister or like one of the youth leaders at the church in that small town I grew up in. And he killed one of the girls, invited her over and murdered her and put her in the trunk of her car. And I'm from a very, very small town.
Gosh.
And this was my preschool teacher's husband. So it rocked my small town. So I think things like that happen and a lot more than people realize.
He murdered another random person that he invited over?
He murdered one of the young girls in the youth
program.
Invited her over and killed her.
Horrible.
Horrible.
Yeah.
So very dark, but I don't know. I know that things aren't always as people would like them to be.
Do you know what's crazy about this? Because there's another documentary that has not come out yet, but there's one coming out that's about this guy is a psychologist, and he kept getting asked all these questions about people that kill people, about their mental health, and like, are they demonic? Are there demons inside of them, and all this stuff? So he decided to go through this like huge, where he started studying, and he met she called herself a witch, but he said she worshiped the devil and that she knew things about people. She could speak in all these different languages, but she could sit there and she would get in these trances and tell people things. And he would watch people, what do you call it? Levitate.
Oh my gosh.
Yes. And then he went around, there's only 5 priests in the entire United States that can perform exorcisms. So he would go and like with these people that were, had committed horrible crimes to see if like demons would come out of them. And sure enough, they would.
Oh my gosh.
So stay tuned for that.
I'm just thinking of the money I would save on gas if I could levitate.
Stop it.
You're so ridiculous. Oh my gosh.
Interesting.
Oh my gosh.
So I know y'all know me very well, and I have a nervous habit. When I get nervous, I like run my hands through my hair, and I've gotten like with being pregnant and my nervous habits from doing the TV show, I lost a lot of hair.
I will
Really?
say, whenever we were filming, I could always tell when Brandi was stressed out because she would constantly be like doing,
I would be like oh my gosh, like
messing with the,
I don't know why. It was like, I don't know. Like I just get anxious and nervous and I do that. I feel just fine with y'all right now. However,
I mean, I think your hair has never looked better now.
Oh, well, thank you. Yeah, well, that's
It's so
because
full and thick.
that's why I love Nutrafol. And you can see it. It's lush. It's thick. It's growing so much that I have to go literally in probably every 6 to 8 weeks to have it trimmed.
Brandi has incredible hair.
like
Thank
the
you.
best
I know.
hair.
I get asked all the time if I have extensions.
She does not.
If I dye my hair. No, I do not. This is all mine. Thank you, people. I've been talking about it because, about possibly dyeing it. But anyways, thanks to Nutrafol, I have thicker, more lush hair. And you know what? And I don't really have that nervous habit anymore because I'm not doing the TV show. So that's even a plus. So over 30 million women are impacted by weakened or thinning hair. If you're among them, know you're not alone and that there's a solution you can trust to deliver results. I promise you, I'm telling everybody. And if you are sliding into my DMs, I know a lot of you have asked, I've answered a lot of you, but Nutrafol is the answer. And it is the key ingredients that help me get better, healthier hair. You can grow thicker, healthier hair and support our show by going to Nutrafol.com and entering the promo code Weekly Dose. That's all caps to save $15 off your first month's subscription. This is the best offer anywhere, and it is only available to U.S. customers for a limited time. Plus, free shipping on every order. Get $15 off at Nutrafol.com, spelled Nutrafol.com, promo code Weekly Dose. Okay, you guys, have y'all heard or seen the article, or it's been on the news, about the house that we filmed Housewives in season 4? Was it 3 or 4?
3 or 4?
It was 4.
One of those times.
Yeah, it was 4.
But yeah, so the house that we filmed at that was haunted, that we saw ghosts, spirits, or I did, it's for sale. Like a lady bought it and then now she's trying to sell it. So something happened recently where the lady that owns it says that the ghosts are hitting on her.
This is on the news?
Yes.
Wait, they never hit on me whenever I was there. I feel so unattractive. Damn it.
Well, remember the medium telling us that it was a brothel house, like the owner that owned it, or was it the medium? One of them told us that it was a brothel house originally. And so they had a poker room. I remember seeing the cowboy there.
That is crazy.
Here's the audio from WFAA Channel 8.
This is a house in Gainesville. It is not a moving company.
No, not at all.
But if you do move in, you haul yourself right back out.
It's like a revolving door. The longest anyone stayed in this house was 6 months.
Linda Hill says she and her husband had no idea why.
In the mirror.
After 10 tenants moved out in less than 2 years, someone told them it was haunted. Did you actually believe that?
No.
That changed while she was taking a shower.
And I was in here.
Through the curtain, a dark figure whispered, "Looking good."
And then he turned and walked off.
Linda assumed it was her husband until her husband walked in.
And he said, "Who were you talking to?" And it was like, oh my God.
He swore it wasn't him.
It really is haunted.
Rumor has it the house used to be a bordello, which may explain why the ghosts here are, how do I say this?
Sexual.
Yeah, okay.
No other way to put it.
Audio recordings have caught the ghosts talking dirty.
Oh baby, yeah. Yeah, I like it like that.
So wait, that would be so uncomfortable to shower knowing that a ghost wanted you.
I'd be so flattered.
I'd be so flattered.
When y'all filmed in that haunted house, wasn't there like a bunch of footage on one of the cameras that was just like white?
It was,
like
there was something. Screen? It was something that was glowing, and I remember like I was downstairs looking at the cameras. I saw Stephanie sitting crisscross applesauce, and there was something white, like literally flashing behind her. But also, a ball came downstairs, and nobody was upstairs.
Oh yes.
A cat jingling.
It was so crazy, and your phone got possessed. I do think that there are spirits in the world, which you know what, it kind of makes me a little unsettled because I'm not scared to die at all, but I really do not want to be stuck here on earth, like communicating with my lost loved ones. Like I swear to you, if that's me, I'll be so mad because I really want to be in heaven in my mansion and the golden streets or whatever, because I do not want to be down here. Like nobody can see me and I'm having to go chase around like all these.
Wait, I agree. I want to be in heaven too, but I would like some privileges to come down here and
speak to people
and just like scare them. Just kidding.
Have you ever met someone that just like felt like they had such a dark energy?
Yes. We did Housewives. Are you kidding?
There is one person in particular that we all know that I just like, that was my first impression of them. And it's just like, it's weird because you're like, how does that work? But they just feel like heavy. Yes.
Yeah. Well, they may need to go to those exorcism and have them do their little thing on them.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh my gosh. So, family member that Travis and I have, I'm not going to say her name because then she'll be like, will you please not talk about me on the podcast? So I will refrain. But just know that we both know this person. Okay, so she went to Peru to do ayahuasca and to do like the journey or whatever. And while her and her boyfriend were there doing this, she said it was so crazy because at the same place, they were also doing exorcisms. And she said she never believed in like people being possessed until she did that. And she said she said that they told them that it was very dangerous because whenever they release the spirit, they don't want them to jump inside you. So she said it was very freaky and they actually left a little early, but they were doing exorcisms at the same place. I think that is so scary. I'd be like, I want my money back immediately.
Where's the holy water? I want to jump in it and swim in it.
Right? But she said like there's like a red like light that kind of leaves them whenever it's happening. She said it was the craziest thing. But can you imagine? Would you like?
Oh my gosh!
I would never want to be in the same room.
We were at church whenever I was in high school, and it's a Catholic church. And there was a girl, and all of a sudden she started like literally like having convulsions and stuff. Like, and they took her, and I swear something left her body.
That is
like,
so
and then
crazy.
she was like crying, and she felt relieved. It was the strangest, like out of nowhere. Like the priest is up there doing his thing, and then I don't know. I can't remember, but I remember it was such a commotion. But I swear something left her body, and then she was like relieved and crying and like happy. It was very strange.
Oh, that's so interesting.
I won't tell you.
I do that sometimes when I have a big turd that I let out.
I won't tell you the full story and all the research I've done, but what I will tell you is I can 1,000% confirm that Stephanie's house is haunted.
I did. Well, not anymore, but I think when I first got it, there was something in there.
The history 100%. I have found on your house is wild.
Well, what?
You don't want to know.
Okay, well, don't tell me because I have to live there by myself.
She has to live there.
Yes, so please do not tell me anything.
When Travis goes out of town, we're going to be spending the night with her.
Oh,
yes. Yeah. I'll be like, damn it.
Yep. There was a building that I bought. This was a few years ago, and I've now sold it. But there was a basement in this building, and it, like, I would never go down there alone. And you had to, like, turn the light on down there instead of, like, upstairs. And I eventually had someone come to like sage the place. It was like a medium. And she told me the whole history behind this building. And there was a weird trap door like on the second floor, which was like the main level. And it never made sense. And she told me, she was like, I feel like this place was used by the mafia, and they would, at one point that trapdoor went down to like a speakeasy during like speakeasy era, and then when that was done, it was covered up by like a rug or something, and the mafia would like drag people down there and kill them. And I was like, how would they kill them? And she was like, there's some like hole down here. And I was like, what? And I found a hole that used to be the way they would heat the building. It was like a smokestack, and it just like went down, and previous people that owned the building filled it like with cement, but it still went pretty deep, and it freaked me out. She saged it, but I was like, this is weird. I sold it because I was like, this doesn't work. This doesn't work for me.
Yeah, no,
it's scary.
No. But okay, another thing is I did not realize until I had watched a few episodes and people were telling me, but do you know that the new Love is Blind was actually filmed in Dallas?
No.
I don't even know what that show is.
Oh my gosh, Brandi, you need to watch TV just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
It's a show where you don't see each other. So it's like you're wanting to get married or whatever. And
wait. Yes.
And they talk through the walls.
Yes.
So the new one is filmed in Dallas, and it's it's kind of unfortunate because there's like only 4 couples that end up getting engaged, and 2 of the guys are the biggest assholes in the world. Like they pick, so without seeing them, they kind of choose the girl to get engaged to, but then at like the honeymoon, they all get together, which I just think is very unfair because then like you get to see the person you didn't choose. So, and both of these guys were more attracted to the girl they didn't choose than the woman that's their fiance. And they're like telling the girls that they're engaged to, like one guy was like, yeah, you're a 9, but the girl I didn't choose is a 10, and this other girl's a 10, but you're a 9. Like just making them feel so bad about themselves. It's horrible. But there's 2 guys doing it that just like will talk to the girl that they chose about how hot the other girl is that they didn't choose. Can you imagine? I would kill somebody. I'd be like, we are done.
The nerve.
Yeah, that's not nice.
The absolute nerve.
First of all, you just have to make it 4 weeks. Like just even if you have to fake it, like be nice for 4 weeks. And then you can say, I don't at the altar. But like, do not make somebody feel bad about themselves. Right?
Gosh,
like
no.
if you know you're not going to, like that's just, it's horrible. Anyways, It was filmed in Dallas. I would say watch it because the 2 guys are horrific human beings in my opinion.
Like, see them.
Let's go find them.
I think one of them lives in Fort Worth because I kind of looked them up a little bit, and I don't know where the other
now
one
you're
lives.
stalking them.
But one of the girls that I didn't really love in the beginning, she's a Pilates teacher, but one guy was kind of hitting on her, and he didn't choose her, and she actually like stopped it and like, I don't know, turned him down and didn't play along with it. And I was like, you know what? I have respect for her. Like she respected the guy she chose enough to not play into that. But highly, highly, highly recommend watching it. It's a very good season. But I think it's so good because the guys are so god awful. I'm going to be honest. They're horrible.
All right, I've told you guys before how much I love Next Evo Naturals. And I will tell you, Brandi and I were just talking. One of the things about Next Evo Naturals is if you take one of their CBD gummies, you better be ready to go to sleep because they work fast. What I've also learned taking Next Evo is that not all CBD works the same. A lot of CBD gummies, you're not absorbing a lot of what is in that gummy. But with Next Evo Naturals, they have smart sorb technology. So you are getting a lot of what your body needs out of that CBD gummy. And they taste really good. Since I've been taking Next Evo Naturals, I feel less stressed. I'm not having as much trouble sleeping. And I feel like because I'm getting that better absorption, I'm seeing much stronger results as opposed to what I was seeing with some other companies.
Yeah, I totally agree because I love it. I will say he's absolutely right. When you take it, you better be done, like getting all your things done for the night because it makes you want to go to sleep right then and there. When your mind is running like mine, yours, mine's always going like, did I help the kids finish their homework? Did they have a test tomorrow? Do I need to lay out their clothes? Did I pack their lunches? All of those things. All of a sudden after I take it, I don't care anymore.
And we'll
figure it out in the morning.
Let me tell you, the strawberry flavor is delicious.
Get a better night's rest and a better day tomorrow with products from Next Evo Naturals. For up to 25% off subscription orders of $40 or more, use promo code WeeklyDose at nextevo.com. That's NEXTEVO.com, promo code WeeklyDose.
I need to tell you, Brandi, and the rest of the world about this thing that Stephanie dragged me to last week.
Oh my God, yes.
Okay. Here was the invite that I got. First of all, she made me agree to this before she even told me what it was, which I should have known. First, like, red flag, that's a trap. So I was like, send me the invite because I want to know where we're going. And so she sends it to me, and the invite reads, I'm going to read it to you because it was that good. Here's what this says. The invite reads in big bold letters, friendship is a blessing. And I was like, ugh. And then it says, we believe in friendship because friends who feel like family are the best kind. Join us for a dinner of celebration, friendship, gratitude, kindness, and love. All things that annoy me. So I'm like, all right, fine. So we go. I'm already stressed out because I'm like, this is not going to be my thing. We show up. It's at someone's house, a very nice house. We walk in. There's like 15 people there. And I'm like, shit, we cannot escape this early because they'll know. First thing we do is we sit down. And I kid you not, we make friendship bracelets.
Oh, I saw one of your stories making friendship bracelets.
Made friendship bracelets. And they weren't supposed to be friendship bracelets. We just turned them into friendship bracelets. Also, are you wearing your friendship bracelet, Stephanie?
Are you?
No,
are you?
I knew you weren't. No.
Yeah, don't even.
So we were supposed to make, it was like supposed to be empowering, uplifting, and they were like, write a word that you'll look at every day and remind yourself how great you are, And so we were trying to think of words, and we have 2 other people. One of them is a huge blogger sitting right across from us. And she's
had no idea.
What word are you writing? And I was like, every word that is coming through my head right now should not be on a bracelet because I don't want to share this with the rest of the class. And so eventually Stephanie and I decided to make friendship bracelets. And I think we were back and forth. We were going, I was going to do expensive and she was going to do free. And then she said, so funny. So she was, what did you say? You were like, free because I have my life back. And this lady goes, did you just get divorced? And she was like, no, but like, no, kind of, I don't know. And these poor people didn't explain that like, she's talking about like, I'm done with the show. And no, that's just where she left it. And so...
Well, I was talking to you. I did not feel like I needed to share with the class. I was just like...
a foot away from other people. There's 4 of us at a table. It was not a private conversation. And so then someone was like, you should put unbothered. Or I think that Stephanie was like, you should put unbothered because nothing ever bothers you. And Stephanie goes, you know what? I'm going to put bothered. Because she was bothered that she was there. She was bothered by a lot of things. She's stressed out a lot of times. So she put bothered. And then... the head lady comes around and it's like, what are your words? And Stephanie gave a real BS story about how she is free from being bothered and that's why she put And it's like, no, that's not why she put that there.
I can come up with shit when I need to. And the lady prayed over our bracelets. It was a really sweet event.
It really was a great event, but they were like, we prayed for you to be here. And we're like, dang it. And she prayed over this bothered bracelet that Stephanie clearly doesn't wear anymore. But then there was a private dinner, which was great. This party, let me tell you, this was an expensive party. And it was at this nice house. They had this gorgeous table, this really great chef.
You know what the problem was, Trey, for us is that we are not like classy people. And this was a very like everyone like mind your manners. And we're more like tooting and farting like Brandi and I. And it was like, you know, it was just like you had to like.
It was just like we had no business being there.
It was a very proper, everyone was very proper writing the words like
someone was like wings because I'm free to fly. And it was like, yes. And we're like,
we're just like the
that's
Grinches.
What I let go the most. So we have this dinner and it's, I mean, gorgeous table, all this stuff. Well, then it gets cold. So then they passed out blankets. Stephanie's wrapped up in a blanket. I think the funniest part for me was at the end, they had this really cool, and this would be so cool for a kid's party. They had this outdoor like theater setup.
This episode is sponsored by BetterHelp. BetterHelp's 2026 State of Stigma report surveyed 2,000 Americans and revealed that 85% of Americans believe that getting support is wise, yet 74% say that society discourages people from doing so. And I find that very interesting because I feel like for so long, the stigma around therapy has often been that it's so expensive, but that is really where BetterHelp comes into play. BetterHelp has over 30,000 therapists worldwide with the largest online therapy platform and have served over 6 million people globally. And it works with an average rating of 4.9 out of 5 stars for a live session based on over 1.7 million client reviews. BetterHelp's therapists work according to a strict code of conduct and are fully licensed in the U.S. BetterHelp does the initial matchmaking work for you so you can focus on your therapy goals. All you do is fill out a short questionnaire to help identify your needs and preferences, and their over 12 plus years of experience and industry-leading match fulfillment rate mean that they typically get it right the first time. But if you aren't happy with your match, you can switch to different therapists at any time from their tailored recommendations. Don't let stigma stand in the way of support. Start therapy with BetterHelp. Sign up and get 10% off at betterhelp.com/weeklydose. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/weeklydose. Some of the best summer pieces are the ones you end up wearing on repeat. They're comfortable, versatile, and somehow right for every occasion. That is why I love Quince. They make elevated essentials with premium materials like European linens, organic cottons, and washable silks without the traditional retail markup. We have been very loud and proud about how much we love Quince on this show. I'm actually wearing their jeans right now. I love their t-shirts, but when I tell you their underwear is so silky soft, you have to try it to fully understand what I'm talking about. Every single thing I have ordered from Quince, I had absolutely loved. And they're expanding into other verticals now too. They have caviar, they have couches, they have you name it. They've got their bedding. I've heard is incredible. I haven't ordered it, but I have heard their bedding is incredible, and I can testify everything I have bought from Quince I've absolutely loved. Ooh, including their denim. Quince also has beautiful 14-karat gold jewelry that adds subtle finishing touches. Simple hoops and dedicated chains make the most effortless outfits feel very intentional. Everything at Quince is priced 50 to 80% less than similar brands. And fun fact, if you scroll on a product to the lower half of their website, they'll show you who makes a similar product and what they're charging to really reinstate the fact that you're getting a great deal at Quince. Make your summer wardrobe feel easier. Go to quince.com/weeklydose for free shipping on your order and 365-day returns. Now available in Canada too. That's QUINCE.com/weeklydose for free shipping and 365-day returns. Quince.com/weeklydose.
Thing, and there were all these blankets on the ground, and it was really cute. It was very much like something you would see on a blogger's Instagram page.
Yes.
And they had this cute like candy table. It was like, Stephanie, you should do this for your boys, but like now, not like in the summer when it's like warm. Like this would be cute to do right now. But it was just the most fascinating thing. And I was like, what the hell did you bring me to?
So at the end we had the availability, if we wanted to, the option to stay and snuggle with each other and watch Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants. And Trey and I were like, we got to go because but it was very, very young blogger. Like all the girls were like adorable, early 30s. Like, you know, I wore a long sleeve turtleneck because I'm always cold. And I was so grateful I did whenever it was cold outside and everyone else was like in, you know, tank tops or whatever they were in.
But they wanted us all to cuddle on the ground, share blankets, and watch Sisterhood of the Traveling Pants.
It was very girly. I mean, I feel like it was even too.
I was
girly
like, "Are we at a sorority party?"
It was like it was 100% a sorority party. Yes.
Oh, well, I wasn't in a sorority, so
it was a very great event. I will say, I left. I was like, "Oh, this is actually better than I expected." Although I didn't know what I was walking into. I just knew I had to be grateful. It was one of the weirder things that Stephanie has dragged me to.
Prolon is this revolutionary plant-based nutrition program that nourishes your body while making your cells believe that you're fasting. Prolon isn't a diet, it's a science, and it's science based on Nobel Prize-winning discoveries in medicine. So all this starts with the Prolon 5-day program. You have snacks, soups, beverages, all designed to keep your body in a fasting state. So it's really unlike anything else.
My favorite thing, and just for people who are going to do it, you get this, like, it's small, but you get this like chocolate bar. It's like a chocolate, like crispy treat a few days. I lived for that. But I like a lot of the stuff. Like I like the kale crackers. I enjoy those.
I was surprised at how flavorful everything was.
Yes. And the soups, I love the soups.
Right now, Prolon is offering Weekly Dose of BS listeners 15% off their 5-day nutrition program. Go to prolonlife.com/weeklydose. That's PROLON life.com/weeklydose for the special offer. That's prolonlife.com/weeklydose.
So Brian and I went to dinner with these people last week, and one of the guys that we were at dinner with is getting married. He's going to be the first person to get married at the moon.
What?
Yes.
He's going to the moon?
And I thought about you, Trey, because I was like, Trey, how are you going to top that?
What is that invite?
Wait,
right?
How is he going to get married on the moon? So he's going to wear a spacesuit?
Like, I have no idea, but he is going to space and he's getting married on the moon.
Wait.
And he told the whole group this.
That's an expensive wedding.
Yeah.
Is he an astronaut or?
No, he's going to pay his way to do this.
Oh my, I wonder if it's.
I wouldn't know how much that cost.
I know like the one where you just like go up in the air and back down. I think Travis said it was like $100,000 and something a person or something.
I don't know, but he told the whole table about it.
Oh my! I mean,
we need to have this man on the podcast. I have so many questions.
Wait.
I want to have my bachelor party on the moon.
So yeah, good luck.
I don't think I'll be going.
Good luck. So wait, so is he having like a wedding party go with him to the moon, or just him and his boyfriend?
Well, he
probably has a girlfriend.
Is it girl?
It's a girl.
mean, I felt like it was something extra, like something Trey would do. I did not think it was with a girl.
No,
sorry.
He's
sounds like
marrying a girl.
Stephanie's like, only a gay would do that.
He's
honestly.
So Brian, because Brian
like,
kind
he used to be gay.
Brian kind of missed the beginning of the conversation. So then I was like, oh, Brian's not going to believe me when I tell him this later. So I was like, Brian, he's going to get married on the moon. Because I was like, he won't believe me. And he was like, yeah. And so
Brian knew that and didn't tell you that ahead of time?
Because as a woman,
no. Brian didn't know, but Brian wasn't listening to him tell us this. So then I had to interrupt the people that Brian was talking
what
to.
is his
so he could,
fiance like?
I don't know. They work together, and apparently they are very financially successful, and because he thought that I worked for Brian. And I was like, no. Well, kind of, but
Brian works for me.
Wow, that is interesting.
Yeah. So anyways.
From time to time, I get myself in trouble on this podcast, and I have no plans of stopping. But a few weeks ago, I told y'all that Zach was listening to the podcast, and he was like, you might have really done it this time. And I was like, with what? And I was telling you that there was someone in our wedding party that I didn't really want in the wedding.
Uh-huh. They found out about it?
Oh, did they find out about it?
Yeah.
Tell me more.
I hope they're listening again.
Well, so
this friendship's ruined.
He was like, yesterday, so-and-so told me they listened to the podcast. And I was like, oh. And it was right after we asked them to have a very minor role in our wedding. And he was like, I got a text today about, and I was like, oh, how'd you handle that? And he directed them to me. And I tried to lie my way out of it. And I was like, it actually wasn't you, because I wouldn't ask you if I didn't want you in the wedding. But then they ended up finding out. And I was like, listen, just be grateful that you're in it.
And now you know for sure it was you, because we are confirming it.
That's so uncomfortable.
The amount of times, I forget that people listen to this. The amount of times that I've gotten myself in a situation because of this podcast is really something special. And I have no plans of stopping. But I have a new podcast with Zach. If you want to hear all about the wedding details, it is a podcast called Mr. Mister. You can subscribe to it on Apple Music, Spotify, or wherever you listen to your podcast. And we're going through all the wedding stuff because, okay, let me just take a poll real quick. Who has been to a wedding? Raise your hand. Well, say I, because people can't see that. I. Who's been to a gay wedding?
Oh no, I haven't.
Right. So that's my whole
I thought the moon one was going to be a gay wedding, but it wasn't. So no.
So that's kind of what we're doing, is trying to figure out how in the world to plan a gay wedding. I went to one gay wedding once. It was a few years ago, and I was a guest of the person that was invited. Didn't even know who was getting married, but I just wanted to figure out how in the world a gay wedding worked. And I mean, obviously there's 1.5 million ways to do it. So we're kind of going to be interviewing people like in the wedding industry, people that have had gay weddings, just some friends of ours, and pretty much getting a bunch of advice from friends, family, and listeners on how in the world we should do this wedding. My big tie up right now is who should walk me down the aisle? What is your first thought?
Your dad?
Oh, that is not even one I have thought of.
I would think your mom.
I thought my mom.
Well, isn't your dad your best friend?
Oh, you should have both of them. Like your dad on one side, your mom on the other side.
Oh, that's kind of weird.
No,
I don't know. And then I was like, should we just be dramatic and walk each other down the aisle? No, okay, see, that didn't land well. So that's probably a no.
No, don't do that.
So that's what a lot of this podcast is going to be, is figuring out how in the world you plan a gay wedding.
I would do your mom. And the reason why is because you and your dad are in business together. You do so many things together. And I feel like your mom may feel left out a lot, and this would make her feel very special. That's my reason that I would have your mom.
Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, but then, so that was one of the discussions Zach and I have had. But then how does my dad get down the aisle?
He just walks his little butt down there with his fiance. Also, your mom's not engaged, your dad is. Like,
that
she
would
feels
work,
left out.
though. That would work from my side. Zach's dad does not have a fiance. Does he walk down by himself?
Oh, who cares? No, I'm just kidding.
But it's all those little details that we're like,
just have a little. Don't you have ushers to walk people down?
I'm sorry. When
I don't know.
he
Do I
threw
need
his
ushers?
chopsticks at Stephanie's face, I was like, it's on. his own.
I almost lost an eye.
I was like, oh, does he want to fight?
I could be a
I felt like we were back on the Housewives.
I saw my eye flash between. I was like, that's my best. The only thing I like about myself is that I have blue eyes, and now I'm going to be a one-eyed wonder because I almost lost one.
I don't know what. So we were sitting there talking about like a show or something that we had watched or something, yes. and Zach's dad I think felt left out, and he threw his chopsticks
from across the room, and it hit me on my temple, and I was like, oh my God!
I was like, what was that?
I swear to God.
Anyways,
and it was like the pointy part of the chopstick that hit me at the temple. That you know how close the temple is to your eyeball. I was like, oh my God.
I mean, honestly, she would have been one eye Willie. If it
100%.
And I don't know if he even remembers that.
I mean,
no,
he
probably doesn't.
And then I was like,
anyways.
oh my God, I almost got hit. And then we looked over and he was like, no secrets. I'm like, oh, yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Stephanie, whenever we went to go look at
my eye off.
Whenever we went to go check out our resort, Stephanie called and was like, just sweep the place for chopsticks.
Yes.
Got it.
I would be like, no chopsticks.
Yeah. So, anyways, that's that.
Oh my God, it's so funny.
And it comes out tomorrow. So if you want to hear about our wedding and see if this goes well.
Wait, but how do you spell Mr. on this? MRMR?
No, Mister, Mister.
Okay, that's important, Trey.
Yep, I know.
People wouldn't know
But then I
that.
have a bar called Mr. and it's spelled differently, but it's like the same. It's like, cross branding because I love that.
Yes.
My other big stressor right now is what the girls are going to wear.
White pantsuit. Right? Is that what you said?
Yeah, but I'm just back and forth on all that. I don't know. There's a lot of decisions to make, which I'll have to make on this podcast. So,
well, it's going to be good. Whatever it is, it'll be perfect. It'll be perfect.
Yes.
Oh, I love it.
Thank you guys so much for listening and supporting. You can follow me at Steph Holman on Instagram and Facebook.
And me at Brandi Redmond.
And you can follow our podcast at BS the Podcast. Bye.
Bye.